Hello and welcome. In this video I'll be showing you how to make these cute little autumn herbarium mini books. The printable for the project is available in my Etsy shop, so if you'd like to follow along, I'll leave the link to the shop and to the specific printable in the video description. The project will turn out like this: 3 mini botanical booklets. One of them is a forest botany book. It mostly has mushrooms and flowers depicted in the pages. The second that I'm showing here is themed around the autumn harvest. It has pictures of apples, pumpkins, almonds, cinnamon sticks, and lots of other goodies. And the last one here is about foliage identification. It has a bunch of pictures of autumn leaves that look like they've been pressed and stored inside. These little booklets can be left as is, made into charms, or they can even be put into a larger junk journal as embellishments if you'd like, for some added autumn charm. So without further ado, let's begin. These are the supplies I used for the project. There will be a list in the description if you would prefer to see it that way, and also some possible alternatives if you don't have some of these items handy. Once you've downloaded and printed out your printable, go ahead and cut everything out. On the bottom of each page on the printable, you should see instructions of whether or not to print the page on regular printer paper or on cardstock. If you can't get it printed on cardstock, don't worry, just go ahead and print it on regular printer paper and it will work just fine. We're going to start with the covers, so go ahead and fold them along this line. Next, fold along these 4 lines, so that it turns out like this. We're going to glue it in half. For this I'm going to be using some regular school glue and a paintbrush to apply it, but you can also use something like a glue stick. Also, I recommend putting something like a piece of paper underneath so that you protect your work surface. So go ahead and flip your cover over, put glue on half of it, and glue it together, so that it turns out like so. Do that for all 3 covers and set them aside to dry. Next, we're going to make the inner pages. Each mini book has 2 strips of inner pages, and the printable should say which pages correspond to which cover. We are going to fold along each page in an accordion style, like so. Go ahead and do that to both of them, and they should turn out like this. Next, we're going to glue the pages back to back. So flipping the strip of pages over, you want to put glue on the back here, but don't put glue on the very first page and the very last page of the strip. And we're going to glue it together like this. Once you've done that to both of them, we're going to connect both page strips together by gluing one of the end pages of each of them back to back. It should turn out like this. And go ahead and do that for the other 2 sets of inner pages, and set them aside to dry. Once the covers are dry, you can do an optional little extra step to make them look more vintage by taking some distress ink and an applicator. I'm going to use a makeup wedge as an applicator, but something like a tissue or a piece of paper towel might also work. And you can go ahead and distress the edges. And if you'd like to, you can also distress the edges of the inner pages once those are dry. Now we're going to glue in each set of inner pages to its corresponding cover. So go ahead and put glue on the back of the end pages, center it in the cover, and glue it right in. Once glued, all the little booklets should turn out like this. And you're all done. Here's one last flip through of these little autumn herbarium booklets. Thank you so much if you followed along, it really helps to support my Etsy shop. I hope the tutorial was easy to follow and that the project was enjoyable to do, and that you were inspired with some fall time whimsy. If you'd like to follow me on social media for more junk journal ideas and projects, that information will be at the end of the video and also in the description. Happy junk journaling, and hope you have a lovely rest of your day.